Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Today, we're reading another Dr. Seuss story. And as you can tell, some of you have read Dr. Seuss books. You can probably tell about these turtles that are stacked on top of each other. You might know the book. If you don't know the book, it is called Yertle Turtle. So we're going to learn about the turtle named Yertle. Let's find out. While I'm flipping the page, if you guys don't mind, if you will click like on the video after you've watched the video, or please like this channel, share this YouTube channel with other people you know who will have kids around them at some point in time during the day of any day. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, let's start with Yertle Turtle. On the faraway island of Salamasan, Yertle the turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was green and it was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I don't sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king I'd be, ruler of all I could see. So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and used these turtles he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another one's back, and he piled them all up in a 9-turtle stack. And then Yertle climbed up top. He sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view! He could see most a mile. All mine, Yertle cried. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow and a mule. I'm king of a horse. And what's more beyond that? I'm king of a house. And what's more beyond that? I'm a king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the turtle. Oh, marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. And all through the morning he sat there up high, saying over and over, a great king am I. Until long about noon, then he heard a faint sigh. What's that? Snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mack. Smack. Just a part of his throne, and this plain little turtle looked up and he said, Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here, Your Majesty, please? Silence, the king of the turtles barked back. I'm king, and you're only a turtle named Mack. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and a bush, and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher, his royal voice thundered. So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. Turtles, more turtles, he bellowed and brayed, and the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swimming by dozens, whole families and turtles with uncles and cousins, and all of them stepped out of the head of poor Mack. Out, one after another, they climbed up the stack. Then Yertle the turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. Hooray! He shouted, Yertle. I'm king of the trees, I'm king of the birds, and I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. Ah, me! What a throne, what a wonderful chair! I'm Yertle the turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see. Then again, from below, in the great heavy stack, came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mack. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below, we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it, our shells with all cracked. Besides, we need food. We are starving, groaned Mack. You hush up now, your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You've no rights to talk to me, the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land and over seas. There's nothing, no, nothing that's higher than me. I think there is something higher than him. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise up over his head, the darkened skies. What's that? Snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it. I'll go higher still. I'll build my throne higher. I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them up to heaven. I need about 5,607. You think he's going to get higher than the moon? I don't think that's logical. Well, let's see. But as Yertle the king lifted his head and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mack, decided he'd taken enough, and he had, and that plain little lad got a little bit mad. And that plain little turtle and that plain little turtle, Mack, did a plain little thing. He burped. Burp. And his burp shook the throne of the king. Think they're going to lose their balance. And Yertle the turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air and the birds and the bees, the king of the house and a cow and a mule. Well, that was the end of the Turtle King rule. For Yertle the king of all Salamon Sand fell off his high throne, and he fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, the marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can be. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as the turtles and maybe all creatures should be. The end. So, Yertle the turtle was getting to be a little bit mean and grumpy. Put my paste in this book. So he was starting to command people and demanding that they do certain things, and he's not thinking about other people. He's just thinking about himself. And so I guess the story lesson is to be nice to others. And, you know, if you get a chance to be like captain of the day or in PE, which is physical education, or of a team, or at some point in time you're like the leader, don't take it for granted and don't be mean. It's just meaning for you to be nice and like everybody be equal on the team, that nobody's better than the other. So that is the lesson of the day. For those of you who are curious about this little crown that I do make, this is made out of 2 pieces of poster board border for like teachers. I got like a pack of them of 8 at like a really cheap at a store. You can order it online. And then I stuck some turtles stacked on top of each other so that it looks like some turtles are in a pond because it's got some grass and water. If you don't have those borders, you can just simply cut strips, measure it to your head or your kids' heads, and tape it. And then they can cut, or they can color it before they tape it. And you can make it all fancy. You can have them color the turtles or any story that you want to work with those kids. And it's very cheap and inexpensive if you do it that way, by simply cutting, you know, some strips of paper and taping it together and let them draw their own images on the pieces of strips of paper. So those are real simple that you can do. Let them do it so that they have something of their own that they've created. But that is just a really good idea for you guys to do. So I hope you did like this video. Please like it and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.